Good morning, Darrell.
What's up?
How's it going today?
Good.
Good. What you been up to?
Work.
The same. Huh?
Work. Yeah, getting ready to maybe go on vacation next week.
Okay.
I got to work this weekend. I'm going to work this weekend just to get ahead.
Right.
And, just got to get things done.
Yeah.
Because when I get back, bear season's almost ready. It'll be about there, huh?
It is getting close. Yeah. So April 15th. So we're a little over 2 weeks out from when we can start baiting. Do you think you'll be able to bait right away?
No.
I don't think you will be either. I might get lucky this year where we bait at. It's been a pretty mild winter, so maybe we can get in.
Yeah.
Early.
I haven't even bothered looking. I don't worry too much about it till end of April, first part of May if I can, So.
Well, that's very true. The earlier you start, the longer you're feeding bears, I guess.
That's true.
Right?
If they're out. Yeah, if they're out, which they usually come out.
If they're out, yeah. This year they might be. It's been super beautiful outside.
Yeah.
So,
Rock chucks are out. Been killing a few of those.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. I went out shed hunting for the last few days.
That's right.
Yeah. Found 13 total. Every one of them was a chalk. So that's okay though.
Maybe the guy in the helicopter was getting the browns.
Yeah, very possible. Yeah, I literally, this was just yesterday, had a guy fly. He was obviously out looking for sheds. They were 100 feet off the ground, maybe, and just going super slow. Well, I seen him circling. They were maybe a mile away from me at the time, circling, doing circles. I think, oh man, maybe they found a shed over there. Well, then I think they saw me and they literally flew right over the top of my head.
Did you wave?
I did not wave. I just looked up like I'm a little jealous right now.
So kind of thinking assholes, but not really in a real bad way.
Man,
but,
if I had the opportunity, I'd probably. And I assume it's legal. I guess I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it is.
Well, dude, I was thinking when you told me that, I was thinking as expensive as those things are to run, I'm thinking, homie must better be finding a lot of sheds.
And it was a big helicopter. Like it wasn't a little thing. It was big. You could pack a few people in there.
Did he have like baskets on the side or anything?
No.
No. Four-seater, maybe?
Probably. I don't know. I don't know anything about helicopters. It was blue.
Usually those ones are like a bubble in the front. Got two guys in front.
Exactly. No, it was way bigger than one of those. Yeah. But anyway, they were. So I thought, well, heck, I'm just going to run up there and see if they found a shed. I'm going to pick it up.
Yeah.
So I get up there, and it was up on a little bit of a bench, and I got up there, and there was actually a herd of elk over there. So I think that's what they were kind of circling around checking them.
Hazing.
Probably, but honestly, it seems kind of cheesy, I guess, but the elk didn't go anywhere. They were just standing there when I saw them, and they hadn't gone very far at all.
Could they possibly been counting?
Maybe. I thought that for a while too, but I don't think so because they came back later, maybe an hour and a half later, and they were just super slow right along the ground there, maybe, like you said, 100 feet off the ground. They had to be, looking for sheds. I could be wrong. I don't know. They could have been counting, maybe, but they flew right over. There was a big herd of deer too, and they flew right over the top of that.
I know that you can get permits to fly certain hunt. Yeah,
maybe. I don't know. I'm not saying they do anything wrong. I just was
that one guy that's got his butt in a ringer. I know that. Part of that, part of the problem was he didn't have permits for part of it.
Oh.
Some he did, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that turns
I know.
Maybe we'll talk about that when it's all said and done.
We will. Maybe we'll get him on the podcast.
Get his side of the story, huh?
Yeah.
So anyway, let's get back to bear hunting because I'm getting pretty excited about that.
Yeah.
So new this year in Idaho, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, new to Idaho this year is you have to take a test of some kind before you can get your bear tag, and that is because of the amount of grizzlies that we're starting to get in the state.
Yeah.
I have not taken the test yet, but Darrell has, so we're going to kind of get his perspective on that and see how that went. So
we can charge, and I'll tell the answers.
Right.
It's super simple.
Yeah.
I got one wrong, and the one that I got wrong to me was a no-brainer. That it was a black bear, but according to them, they said you couldn't quite tell. But it's like That's a black bear.
Okay. Is that what it was?
They
got to throw you a curveball, right?
Yeah, I guess.
So the answer was you can't tell?
Yeah, that's you couldn't
Okay.
couldn't positively identify it. I'm like, I mean, I could. I mean, I seriously didn't even question it.
Right.
And I blew it up, just to confirm. But I mean,
Right.
and maybe you weren't supposed to blow it up. I don't know.
Well,
but it's like
most
that's
people
a
would
black-
have binoculars on them, right? Or
Well,
spotting
yeah.
scope.
I mean, it was a little ways away, but it was like, yeah, it wasn't like he was remotely humped.
Yeah.
The color of it, when you get on there, you'll see it. I know they swapped the answers, like because I watched Vera take the test too, and they mixed the questions up. Like number one question for me may not be the number one question for you. Blah blah blah.
Sure. But same questions, just different orders. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much. At least it was with hers and mine.
I see.
But it was my first question, as a matter of fact. And I looked at it and went, yeah, that's the color of it. I've never, ever seen a grizzly, any pictures or anything ever, that color phase, too.
Okay.
And me personally.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I didn't even question it. I mean, that's black bear. And then if I had to answer it right then, I would have put black bear. And then when I blew it up, it's like, yeah, it's definitely a black bear. I mean, and it was a ways out there in the picture, but still, it was, to me.
Huh. So when you all take the test, you know the answer to that one. Keep that in mind.
Oops.
One down. How many questions are there?
I think around 15.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got a 93% because I got one wrong.
Okay.
But yeah, all of them is pretty
basic.
Yeah. I mean, there's probably a couple that people might get a little miffed at, if it's, it could be a black bear, could be a grizzly. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm half-ass decent at judging them. I
Right.
don't know,
Well,
but
you've seen a few.
yeah. I mean, I haven't seen it, but just a grip full of grizzlies.
Do you feel like if you weren't a seasoned hunter,
Yeah.
it would be fairly difficult, do you think, that test?
For somebody who hasn't hunted bears, it could be.
Yeah.
There might be a couple. On there that might be a little misleading. I know one question was about a track. It showed a track, and I knew it. I knew the answer, what it was, but that one may throw somebody off.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you the answer, but
Dang.
yeah. But
I'm nervous.
it's
I
for
wonder
the
how
most
many you have to
part-
have. Do you know how many you have to, what the score you got to have to,
I don't know if there's a minimum score or not.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You know what you should do is intentionally get them all wrong to see if they give you a no. Take it for the team, John.
Right. At least that could be my excuse. I intentionally got them all wrong. That's funny. Shoot, I was going to ask you something else about that.
And then you print out a certificate.
Okay.
I think you got to take it to Fish and Game, but I think you can't
You have to take. You have before you get your
I
tag.
think you got to register your number. I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You'd
proving
think
that you
would
did
auto
that.
go to your
Portal?
profile. Yeah.
I don't think it did. I mean, Vera went and printed them out, and I got them and hung it up on the wall. I was kidding.
Right.
But
93%.
Anyway, she said that she mentioned that to me. You got to send in your number or whatever, because
I'll have to read.
I think, like, I got a sportsman's package, so
Right.
even though I haven't picked up my bear tag, I got my sportsman's package. But I think it's before you can hunt bears. I think you can buy a sportsman's package still and not take your test yet.
Yeah. Well, I bought mine too.
Yeah.
Mine's on auto renew, by the way.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
I don't have to
I
worry
need
about
to
it.
do that.
I also.
So when does that? When do they?
I think January, like the last week, they're valid January 1st. So I think the last week in December
Is
if
when
I'm
you get
not
charged for it, so to
mistaken,
speak?
It might be the first week in January you get charged.
Well, I would hope it'd be the last part of December, because for those of our people that are still waterfowl hunting,
Yeah.
you need that.
That's true. Yeah, good point. Yeah, so it's got to be, that time frame. I can't remember. I've done it the last probably 3 years, I would say. I also do that. I'm getting sidetracked and we're going to get back to bear hunting, but I also do that in Nevada.
Oh.
Because you got to buy your points, you got to have your tag anyway, or your license anyway.
Yeah.
So I just go ahead and put it on auto renew, and I've done that the last 2 years. They send you an email saying, hey, you're going to get charged on this date or whatever.
I need to do that too.
It's kind of handy.
Yeah.
You're going to need it anyway. I
Right.
don't have to think about it. And then when the tag seasons come, my license actually is already paid for, so splitting the money up too.
True.
Didn't
Yeah.
that's another bonus for that.
Yeah.
So
I got to get, because April 1st coming up for that one.
Well, actually,
Isn't
I want
April
to say
1st?
Nevada opened yesterday,
Oh, did it?
24th of March. Yeah, I think I got an email.
Oh,
Pretty sure I got an
shit.
email with that.
I'm going to get on that.
Yeah, get it done. So
Okay.
anyway, yeah.
Okay.
So do you take that test? Back to bears. Do you take that test?
Squirrel.
Right. We tend to do that. Is it just on the
Yeah.
fishing game website?
Yeah.
I assume.
Yeah, I got an email, and then I just open it up, and it takes you to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got that email too. I haven't opened it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's, like I said, don't take very long, and it's
Right.
super simple. I had a buddy that wanted to take it together, we got to meet and have lunch or something and take it, and we ended up not, and then he texted me and said that his wife helped him open it up because he didn't know if he was going to be able to open it up. But when he goes,
Not very computer savvy.
yeah, when he goes elk and deer hunting, he sees bears occasionally, so he just wanted to make sure he had it.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's like me with the wolf tag. I always carry one. Well, you get it with your sportsman now. but
Yeah.
I like to have it with me.
well, sure enough, you don't have it, you're going to see it. And I know people say, well, I don't want to get my sportsman's because, I don't want to have all those tags I'm not going to use.
Right.
But if you don't have the tag,
Absolutely.
you're going to see it.
Yeah. And I have seen a few while I'm out hunting
Wolf?
wolves, but I had never been able to get close enough to get a shot at one yet. So
Yeah.
that's kind of a lot of people are killing them now, I guess, but it's
Yeah.
a bucket list item for me. I haven't.
Me too. I just haven't pursued it at all. And,
Right, me
and
either.
I've never been in the majority of them that I've been relatively close encounters. I never seen them. I heard them, and they were close.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even, well, now it'd be wolf season because it's open year round.
Right.
At that time, they had an actual season.
Yes, exactly. Actually, I had one come into my bait site one time when I was
Oh.
there.
Oh,
And while I was there, yeah, I saw him coming
Oh, shit.
in, and but that was before you could even hunt them. And
You missed?
I not no, I unfortunately didn't even get a shot at him, or get it. He didn't. Sorry. I didn't get a shot because I wasn't going to shoot.
bury yourself,
I
John.
wanted to get footage of him, man.
Oh,
About
you didn't
blew
get no
that,
footage?
didn't I? No, I got all excited,
Yeah.
because at that time I don't think I'd even seen a wolf yet.
Oh.
It was pretty early in the game, and I was trying to get my camera, and I hit something metal, and he was maybe 10 yards from the bait can, and he took off.
Really?
Yeah, so
So they're
that's a
even
bummer.
skittish then.
They were, yeah. So I don't know, but Frank did, and we did get footage off the trail cams of a wolf on his side,
Yeah.
and he had it there when he was there too.
I've gotten 2 pictures throughout the years since I've been using trail cameras.
Yeah,
For a lot of years I was bear hunting without them.
yeah,
But yeah, so I had 2 of them, and both times looked like the same wolf,
okay,
and almost in the same spot on the bait, right by the bait pile. This is when I was using piles and not even barrels.
gotcha. Yeah.
So-
I started out like that too. It's
Yeah.
fun.
Anyway, but yeah, so get your bear thing done.
Yes, I'll get that done.
I started getting some bait, gathering some bait. Maybe a little prematurely. I want to get a jump
I don't
on the
think
game.
so. I love having it early, to be honest with you. I've started my popcorn pile.
You
already.
did?
Yeah.
Huh.
So kind of cool, actually. My popcorn popper I've had for years. It was given to us a bunch of years ago, and it's getting pretty wore out. So I've been nervous the last couple of years. And then Caroline's kind of been in the search of a used one somewhere or whatever. Well, we found one,
Oh,
but they wanted like $200 for it. It was at a local store here in town, and
let me guess. She talked him down to what, $20?
no, she did not. Actually, she called me, and I said, "Well, let's just sit on it. Didn't really want to spend $200 on one, So about 2 weeks later, I said, "Hey, Caroline, go down there and see if they will and deal on that thing if it's still there." So she goes in there. They had it marked down to $50, so she just bought it. So now I have.
Is it a big one?
It's a bigger one, yeah.
Bigger than the other one you had?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that's cool. So now I'm deciding, I was thinking Scott will probably give him that one so he can pop.
The other one?
My son-in-law.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can pop his own popcorn, or I'll just double up here. I won't be able to double up here because that sucker, if I'm doing anything else out in the garage, it pops a breaker.
Really?
So I'm going to have to, yeah. So I won't be able to do that, I guess. But
Yeah.
I'll give it to him to use. So, but anyway, yeah, and then I've got a company, a bread company that's going to give me a bunch of
Yeah.
old stale bread.
Got some
They said
pastries.
absolutely. Yeah,
Pastry lined
pastries,
up.
all
Got
that
some
kind of
cereal
stuff.
lined up.
Yep.
But we're fortunate enough. A lot of people don't want to mess with that. Don't want to mess with popping the popcorn. And so our buddy Nick from Boar Masters, they always, and I'll usually get a bag or so and toss that in there. Pretty adamant about just using all their different scent stuff because they make
Absolutely,
some great
yeah.
scent stuff. Boar Masters,
Yes.
they're all over the place now. They used to be limited on where you get them, but man,
Yeah.
he's done really well.
Grown that
Yes,
business really
yeah,
well.
it's pretty awesome.
I'd love to get him on here sometime.
Yeah,
He's a busy
I know.
guy this
He
time
is a
of year
busy
anyway.
man. He's
Yeah.
a busy man.
So,
All we got to do is get our
yeah, start doing the online thing.
Yeah.
Or yeah, whatever it's called. We do need to do that.
The hell is it
people
called?
here. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like a Zoom call.
Used to be Zoom call. There we go. Used to be Skype.
Yeah.
Right? Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
I think so. Shit, I don't know. I don't remember.
Anyway.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what else? Bear-wise. Archery. I'm picking a new spot this year.
Oh,
by
that's
the way.
right. Yeah.
We're going to set one can. So we have one that we put up pretty high. A lot of years there's so much snow that we can't get in there until way late. So this year I think we're going to be able to set it, and that always does really well when we have a bait can there. So
I'm
we're
going
gonna
to
do that
try
one
the cell camera thing, and I'm hoping
Yeah.
it works.
Yeah.
I got a cable kit to get that antenna and push it way up the tree.
Okay.
Only like 15 feet, I should say, way up.
Well, that's still 15
Yeah.
feet.
But I know that right there, a lot of times I'll get like one bar in one spot.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah.
both of those spots.
Oh,
I can
that's
get
cool.
a bar and something. And if it's a little higher, maybe I might be able to. I don't know.
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
You could climb a tree and see.
Yeah, I will. I'll have to do that.
I have zero service where I'm at, so no chance of that for me. I need like a,
Solio.
well, maybe. No, because that wouldn't work on that, would it?
I know,
don't
no.
think so. No, I need a, what are those freaking
Satellite
Elon
ones?
Musk things? Yeah. I can't
Oh,
remember
yeah,
what they're
Starlink.
called. Starlink, yeah. I need a portable Starlink. Just leave it there, running off of solar power or something.
Oh, yeah. That would be good. A cool thing, huh?
No, that'd be
Weren't you talking
sounds
about-
expensive.
Weren't you talking about getting Starlink for antelope camp or something?
Yeah,
We could-
eventually I might buy one. Why
We all
not?
make phone
yeah, if they have a
calls.
portable one. It doesn't do as much as like the bigger ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can make phone calls.
I've ran off of those before.
Oh, have you?
The portable ones, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can you get like TV and stuff off of those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're able to.
That'd
I mean,
be
it's
hilarious.
it is pretty much just like regular internet.
Okay.
So as long as you have like a smart,
But on the smaller ones too?
yeah, because this one, I was working up at a mine, and we were camping down on the river,
Yeah.
and my boss, there was a like place where we had, I don't know, 6 or 8 campers, and he was in the middle, and he had the Starlink on his, and the only thing limited was, the service was better in some of the traders compared to some. Mine was decent. It wasn't like
Right.
spectacular,
Okay.
but it was.
So yeah,
But we could watch. I could watch. I just have my iPad.
How
so I
far
could watch-
away? How far away from the Starlink were your trailer? Like how far away were you getting service from that thing?
40 feet,
Oh, okay. That's pretty good.
something like that. Yeah, probably 40 feet, maybe even a little more.
Okay.
And there was a trader in between me and with the space. And yeah, I'd say 40, maybe a little more than that. But I mean, I had Netflix and downloaded on my iPad, and I could watch it.
Okay.
I mean, if you had it in camp or something and just had it on top of the thing and put 55-inch TV up,
Could you imagine? That would be hilarious.
that would
It's going to happen.
I'm
Maybe
sure
not this year, but it's going to happen.
pull the trailer. You ever see the tailgate? The people that tailgate where they have the trailer all set up with the TV and lift it up. There's TV,
yeah. That's
food,
hilarious.
food truck.
It is funny you just said that. That just reminded me. Yesterday, I got back to my truck with my buggy, and there was another truck parked there with a big like a toy hauler camp trailer thing, and they were actually as I was coming up the road, they got in front of me, so I just followed them into there, and I thought they were camping there, and anyway, they loaded the buggy up and left, and I'm thinking, I think that's the only way that guy can haul his side by side around. I don't think he had another trailer. He's just taking his whole freaking this huge camp trailer just out to take his buggy out and go for a ride with the family for the day.
Wow.
Like, okay, well, I mean, that works. I don't know why it just struck me as funny.
Yeah, that is quite the haul for.
I am with my little flatbed trailer and
It works.
Pioneer 1000 on the back.
Yeah, it works for sure.
Yeah, it was beautiful setup he had. But
Was it?
yeah. Anyway,
Right on. All right. Other than that, we got sheep. April 1st is sheep draw. You can put in for sheep, isn't it? I think.
Are you doing that?
Yeah.
Do you know? I guess you know where. We won't talk about that.
Yeah.
On here, but we'll talk.
I'm going to put in a different area this year.
Are you?
Yeah. A feller that I guided last year, his dad drew this unit.
Okay.
And, I've been putting in the same unit primarily because I'm pretty adamant about shooting my bow.
Yeah.
So terrain thing was a big deal.
Right.
And he told me that, he's a bow hunter too.
Mm-hmm.
He says that he shot his with a rifle. He killed a really nice ram. But he says, oh, yeah, there's definitely some spots, some saddles and stuff they come through every day.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
And he told me he'd give me a hand, and he said, man, I'd love to go watch that. So
Yeah, I would too.
yeah, I know. Trust me, I was thinking about it the other night. I was thinking, man, if I draw this, I got to see if John could take a little bit of time off. And it starts August 30th.
Okay.
Which I'd want to do
That's my birthday.
Is it?
Yeah.
What a way to spend your birthday, John.
I agree. It's actually funny.
We'll have steaks on the mountain.
Right. I have filmed some moose hunts on.
Yeah, that's right.
For Deadline. We've killed on my birthday. I've been on 2 moose hunts that we've harvested really nice bulls on, and then I've shot an antelope on my birthday too. So
oh, nice.
it's appropriate around here. Like well, that's when the hunting season starts. A lot of them is August 30th.
Yeah.
I always thought it was appropriate. I was born on opening day of hunting
Yep.
season.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Right on. All right, brother.
Okay.
I got to get to work.
Short and sweet.
Yeah.
So don't forget to take your bear hunting test.
Oh.
And hopefully you pass. Don't miss the one we just told you about.
Which one?
Oh,
yeah, that one, yeah.
The one you missed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And
the rest you're on your own.
Most important, smash the like button.
Yeah, please
subscribe.
do. We appreciate you guys. We're, I hate asking for that stuff, but it's the way we get out there more. So
yeah.
So please help us out.
We always say we're going to try to do them more often.
Yeah. But, quality over quantity sometimes is better too.
Yeah, that's true.
But, so anyway.
Okay, catch up with you guys soon.
See you guys.
Thanks.
See you. Bye.
See you.